Hello, and good evening. So, do we truly know what these stars are? And is there life form up in the sky that we have not completely figured out, even though some may claim they have figured it out? Could it be that they haven't? Could it be that they've got it all wrong? Now, this is an image of a star that I zoomed up on with my Nikon camera. I've shared something like this before, but this is one like quick movement of the star. Look how it looks. You may say, Gina, that's not a star at all. That's something else. I don't think so. It looked like a star when I zoomed up on it, but my spirit tells me something different. My spirit tells me it's a life form. One that's connected to a higher frequency, a higher dimension. It doesn't operate on the same frequency as we do, and it doesn't seem to look like it's a human. I don't get a negative feeling from it. Some may say they're demons. That's what they are. They're demons. They're fallen angels. I don't think so. I really don't. I'm not getting that. I'm not sensing that at all. If you haven't looked at the stars before, up close like this, I encourage you to have an open mind and look at the transformation that is happening. Now, a part of me thinks that the stars are connected with the clouds because I see similarities in them. I do. Let me come over here. Let's go to the very beginning of this, you all. Let's look at this. I've sped it up a tad bit. Oh, it's going really fast, but that is a star. Look how fast. This is a clip that I had uploaded, and I don't think, I don't know if it's even available on my YouTube when you go back far enough, but look at this, you all. This is the movements, the transformation. This is how that star literally transformed itself during the filming. And I had to slow it down significantly to catch the movement because it moves so fast. It twinkles in the sky, and it twinkles because it's constantly in motion. It's not just setting still, it's in motion. There's constant change. And if we were to zoom up like we are, you'll see that it looks like there's something right here. And this is also a shape that it took. I'm not going to zoom it up too much. I'm going to zoom it right back down to you all. And welcome if you're just tuning in. I'm not over on the comment page. I'm not. I'm over here looking at this. But look at that and see, I'm seeing cubes. I'm seeing a cube inside of here. And I also saw a cube at the Papacaro volcano coming out of the clouds, and they were all different shapes. There's the white ones, and then there's little bitty black like cubes is what there is. I may venture to come over here. I think I will make sure that we're on here, and we are. Hello there, Susan. Hello everyone. Thank you for joining. Yeah, I won't keep you on here too long tonight. I won't. I say that, and I always tend to keep you on here longer than I anticipated. They look like projections. Well, I did show some footage before of a star in the sky, and as I adjusted the contrast or something, you could see beams of light coming up from the ground. You could see the lights. They were like long lines going down. They looked like they were ground based. I've seen that on several occasions. So that is a theory that, you know, see the little black tips also. What if these stars are like artificial intelligence? What if they are? What if they are robotic? What if they are computerized? But then what if they're not? They're in our skies for us to look at, and we seldom ever get to see them looking like this. Seldom ever with our naked eye. Only the cameras can pick them up. Yeah, hello everyone. Thank you for joining. See that look there? Woo, thank you for watching. This is do we truly know what these stars are? And I've got this going like this to show you the different movements of just one star, the colors. And sometimes they do look like they're like the neon looking colors, like plasma, like one thing they're not a big round circle. They're not. And if you would look close, can you see close on there? See the little black tips of this star. If you zoom up, if you're on a big screen TV, you could see the little black tips of it, which are also found in the clouds. And how does it know to move the way that it moves? Really? Is this a programmable life form in the sky? Is it? Could be. You never know. At this point, I don't know what's going on. I know that it's some type of a life form. And we can zoom up on it. I do know that. It's been a good day. Aw, your little goat walked up the stairs. That's wonderful. It really is, you all. So again, if you're just tuning in, it's just like these are some of the still shots of one star that was moving exceedingly fast in the sky. They don't all look like this. They don't. Only certain ones change like this. The other ones, they don't, and that's what's puzzling. Some of them don't change like this, but then some of them do. And if some of them do while some of them don't, what does that mean? Does it mean that they are like a I don't know, a higher frequency than the ones that don't change their shape? Is that what it is? Because they certainly do get yeah. Get the likes up, you all. Get the thumbs up. You may say, well, I don't want to give her a thumbs up. That's okay. That's your prerogative. It really is. It really is. You have some UAP aerial phenomenons. Yeah, well, this, I bet someone high up knows exactly what these are, and they're keeping it a secret. That's what I think also. But not everyone knows. They leave the people guessing is what they're doing. See, look at that. They always fascinate me whenever I look at them up here in the sky. Even just going back looking at footage, it's the colors are beautiful. They are. The movements, when you're watching it, it's very peaceful. It is. It's extremely peaceful. If you find it peaceful, you may, and there are people who may not find this peaceful at all. It may not, their spirit may not identify with it at all. It may not be the type of frequency that they like. And yeah, that's right. 133 likes is it's a nice like. It is a nice like, you all. That's okay. So I do have a stars playlist on this YouTube channel, and it has some music with it. It does, and they don't all show this type of movement. I'm sure they would if I've slowed it down. I've uploaded a lot. over the past several years. T-Hammer, what are you talking about? So let's look at this. See, look at that, you all. Boom, just one movement, and then you got the beautiful colors. And it says thank you for watching. Let me come here, you all. Let me do this. A massive download today. What type of a download might you be talking about that you had? Yeah. You see now. Good evening, everyone. If you're just tuning in, I was looking at some star up here in the sky. This is one particular star that I like to zoom up on, and it's often found in the northeastern sky. And these right here are the movements that it makes when it wants to move, because it will not move all the times. It will not move all the times because it can sense the frequency within me, and my frequency is sometimes not what it should be to join with its frequency more or less and make contact with it spiritually, and so it doesn't move like this. Some days I cannot even zoom up on it. Sometimes I don't even see it in the sky. Hello there, Susan B. Honey. Hello, everyone. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, so I'm looking at this star that was up here moving in the sky like this, as you can see. And I will, let's see if I could show you what a normal one looks like. You still see it moving on here, you all. I just got to type it in, you all. Hello, and good evening. I wanted to share. Hello, and good evening. I wanted. Okay, I'm going to show you something. This is a really old, like, video of mine right here. When I would zoom up with my cell phone, this is what some of the stars look like right here. Just plain, just like that. Totally plain, and you wouldn't see very many colors or anything like that. Well, you could see it moving like this right here, but with a different camera, you could see a lot more movement is what you would see. I don't know how old this video is. I just wanted to show you the comparison as to what that star would look like at that angle. Let me put this back to me. Let me do one more, you all. Let me do this star. Yeah. Let me see this. Okay, you all. Let's let me show you. This is it right here. This is the northeast star. If I'm trying to zoom up on it, it's in here somewhere. You all. You just right there. This is some of the movement that it makes right here, and it's blinking very, very fast, extremely fast, and it may not look like a star to you. I never did slow it down, but there is a lot of movement that is taking place. I probably could pause it, but you can't really see it. It does blink. It blinks. Now it's moving. It's moving all over the place. It's wild. It gets pretty colors. It does, and sometimes if you look inside of it, it looks like there's a being and or ships inside of this. But this is how fast they move as you're filming it. You've got they are the souls of the ancient ones. I've heard that also. I have. Yeah, you've seen this yourself. Yeah, if you've got a cell phone and you can zoom up, if it's got some good quality to it or something, you can zoom up. You can see this, or binoculars, hook it up, or any other type of a camera. You can see these types of movements that are moving right here. You had one manifest like that all the time the other night, and they were splitting up, and they look like little white people, but double quad drip. Oh, I believe you. Yeah. Sacred geometry is universal. Pam, you've seen them. Metaphysics. The stars are the many mansions of the Most High. Sister Gina, great topic. I like zooming up on them when it's not so cold. I know that they're much more than what some think, and perhaps a whole lot more than what I think that I think. They're mysterious, they are. I don't know anybody who has literally, physically teleported their body up there near that star. I haven't. Or went inside a star, or came literally face to face with a star of this type of a magnitude up there in the sky. I don't know of anybody who has done that, you all. I don't. But this is another type. Let me put this back to me. Look at that, how when it stopped, see what it looks like. It's got like a, ooh, it's a perfectly round circle up there, you all. Can you see that? It's like a perfectly round orb. Can you all see that? Let me do that. I haven't seen a star with a perfectly round circle on it before like that. I haven't. Let me come over here to the screenshot. I want to see that. With all the stopping and going of these stars, I haven't seen one like that before. You can see there's a round circle right there in one of the movements of that star. And then underneath you have, there is like an opening, like a portal, like a door or something. And can you see that, you all? Isn't that really interesting? A circle, as if it's like manifesting up there in the sky. Yeah. It is round. I've always seen the different shapes, like straight up and downs and straight edges, but not a round one before. That is a first. It really is a first. Let me put this back to me for a second, you all. Let me come back over here. And this may not be a video for everybody, but somebody might be interested in looking at this. Yes, they may. I think they will be interested in looking at it. Yeah, let me try to find another video of a star, if I can find it. What on earth is this? I have no idea what that is, you all. I don't. Let me see. Are we playing here? Let me make sure this is playing over here. Okay, yeah, that's playing over there. Why I look over here? I'm trying to look something else up on here with this one thing. Oh my goodness gracious. Let's oh, that was Sirius. That's what that was. I think we was looking at Sirius, maybe. I don't know what that one was. Let me find another one on here. I am looking. I've got all these pictures, you all. You can see them over here. I'm on this video editor of things that I have saved on here, and there are lots. What's these pictures over here for? Oh my gosh, I have no idea what I just did. Okay, well, it looks like it's pictures of ships. We need disclosure. Well, I don't know if we're going to get the disclosure that we want. I don't. Do you think we're going to get the disclosure that we want of these ships? These are in the clouds. If you're just tuning in, they're in the clouds. Something's very normal? Yeah. I don't know if this video has any sound to it, I don't. No, the government will never give disclosure because they're afraid. They are afraid because if the moment they give disclosure, the moment they lose control. And you have got to you got to maintain control over a populace. You really do. A populace is what you've got to do. These were, I think it's just like a lot of duplicates of it in here that I was showing of these ships, you all. I'm sorry, I got over here looking at all these pictures of these ships, you all, and I got myself distracted is what I did. And let's get this. Well, it's 38 minutes long. Boom. Let's look at this, you all. Push this button for this one right here, if we can. I don't even know where it's at on here. I can't see it. Okay. This is, I think that was the one we was looking at right there. Yeah, it was. I think that's where we kind of left off. Now this isn't doing all the shapes that the other one was doing. It's not, but then it has the different colors within it. Rick, I don't know which star it is. I really don't. I can't remember. You've been seeing, has anyone else been seeing two moons in the sky? Beings of energy. Yeah, I would say that is a very accurate statement to make, beings of energy, because they can sense our energy too. But I think I just saw a cube-like structure that went inside of it. I saw the black line at the bottom and then the white line at the top. So I'm not so completely certain as to what type of life form this is. I really am not. And there's different theories. There's like a holographic, some type of advanced technology up there in the sky, angelic beings, demons, projections. Now it's doing its movement is what it's doing. Look at all the different types of movement. I don't know how, but they do tap into our energy and to our thoughts. They can sense what we're feeling. Just like AI can sense, AI can read you based on your bodily actions, your looks, your posture, everything you do. They can sense exactly, more or less, what you're doing, what you're thinking. But this, it's wild. I haven't looked at this one in, I don't remember how long. There's something in the center of it. And a part of me just cannot help but think that they're connected to these clouds. What's in the clouds is also in the stars. How is the color of beryl, and they four had one likeness, and their appearance and their work was as it were a will. It is kind of mesmerizing. If I were to put this on the big screen, it'd be really like big, super massive. On this OBS, if I were to come from here and, oopsie Gina, you put it over here. If I were to come over here, see, these ones look different than that other one. They do, they look different than that one that we're looking at. But if I were to pause this one and bring the other one over here, which I can, just come up here and grab it really fast and put it on here and make it really big. You'll see it. You'll see it really big. Well, I don't want to make it too big because then it's kind of look kind of awkward. See how fast it's moving? It's moving really, really fast, and I can. This is not me touching it or anything, you all. I mean, I'm moving the screen, but this is how it is viewed in the correct time, speed, and everything while it's being filmed. This is what it's doing, and if we were to slow it down, look at on the inside of it. It's so fast. I'm trying to catch something inside of it. You can see like some different movements. Look inside of there. So I'm just going to let you go. Look at it without me bothering it. That's why it twinkles like twinkle, twinkle, little star. How I wonder what you are. Up above the sky so high, like a diamond in the sky. Because it twinkles, because it's constantly moving, moving, moving. Good evening. Let me use this other hand. I have to move it with my hand since it's a touch screen to keep it up here for those to see. And you can go back in this YouTube video once it's uploaded, and you can slow it down and look at it. I would have never thought that a star when I was little ever looked like this up close. I wouldn't. I would think that it was a big ball of fire, and I used to think it's like a great big ball of fire in the sky, and that's why they lit up. Because if a shooting star would fall, I think, well, if it falls, it's going to burn up the grass and all of this kind of stuff. But this right here, it doesn't look like it would burn up the grass or anything like that. It literally is something that's in constant motion. And if the stars aren't the thing that comes down out of the sky like a meteor, then what's a shooting star? Is a shooting star truly one of these, or is a shooting star something much different? Is a shooting star some type of debris that's falling from the sky? And yeah, you've seen them for years. They move fast, real fast in the sky. Even though they're stationary, I mean, they move with the other stars on a pattern, I guess on their own grid lines, is what they do. plasma. I don't know about plasma for stars, and that is a theory. It is that the stars are like a plasma form. This one is really moving fast. I'm trying to stop it to catch some more movement. If I slow it down, you'd see all kinds of movement if I slowed it down significantly. But I'm not going to. So we have that one moving just like that. Oopsie. I don't know where it went now. Oh, it started over, y'all. I'm zooming up on it right there. So that's what some of the stars look like. It is. And then oh, where's my other one? I think I might have kind of lost my one media source. I don't know what I did with it. Oh, okay, this is my original media source right here. There we go, you all. This is the original one. This is got really beautiful colors, and someone created them. Someone or something created these stars up in the sky, what we call stars. If they truly are like a star, they were created. I don't think they just came into existence at all. I couldn't create it. I don't think you could create it. But they're beautiful. Yes, they are. You feel like the Twilight Zone. Well, sometimes I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone too. Yeah. They are ships. They could quite possibly be ships in disguise, constantly changing in the sky, cloaked as a star with constant movement. Anything's possible. It is. And we are to be kept in the dark, but we're not. Hello there, Applebrooks, honey. I am going to be going, you all, but I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I think there's so much more to these stars than what meets the eye. I really do. And I think they're more than I think they are. A whole lot more. There's a lot more to them. And I don't know if anybody has all the answers. We know that they're not normal. They're not what we've been taught. We can sense it in our spirit, and we can see with our eyes. They're not what we've been taught. It's like, it's really interesting. It is. So I am going to go, you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. Sometimes they unsubscribe people. Sometimes I block people and they get unsubscribed because they've been a bad person. Being a little disrespectful, but that does not account for the multitude of unsubscribed people. Yeah, the people who say, I thought I was subscribed and I had to go back and resubscribe. So yeah, thank you all so much. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. And as you can see, these stars don't look like what they look like with your naked eye in the sky. When you zoom up, you can see there's so much more to them. There is, and there's lots of theories as to what we're looking at. And one day, it'll all become very clear to all of us. It will. Have a wonderful evening, you all. Good night. Love you.